Well, welcome back. This is Buzz on Business. This is brought to you by the Northern Medina County Chamber Alliance. I am Brian Lefelock with Brian Media Strategies, and we are happy to welcome Josh Pick.
Thank you.
From Ruoff Mortgage. Thank you for joining us on
Thanks
Buzz
for
on
having
Business.
Me. Yep.
Tell me a little bit about Ruoff Mortgage.
Okay, so Ruoff Mortgage, we're located in Medina off Route 18. I'm a mortgage loan officer. I've been in the mortgage industry for 17 years, and we do home lending for anybody looking to purchase a home, or if you're looking to refinance an existing mortgage, maybe access some equity that you have to, pull out some cash, maybe pay off some high interest credit card debt. We're here to, help you with that.
Okay, and so people, if they're thinking about where should I get a mortgage, they're thinking of a bank, or they're thinking online, or they're thinking of a private mortgage company. Tell me a little bit about the differences and how that matters to you.
Yeah, so you have, I work for a mortgage banker. That's what Ruoff Mortgage is. And you also have, banks that you can go to. Banks, they deal with mortgages, they deal with investments, they deal with checking accounts, savings accounts, they run the whole gambit. We specialize in only mortgage. So we're extremely good at it, extremely efficient. From the time somebody makes an application to when it goes through underwriting, we're getting clear to closes on average in about 11 total days. So that's with appraisal, that's with everything. And a lot of lenders are, still 30 to 45 days. And, you look at the competitive market right now, you have multiple buyers per house that's out there on the market. And if you can offer a closing in less than 2 weeks, your chance of getting, your offer accepted by the seller is, exponentially increased versus if you're 30 to 45 days on a close.
Yeah. And so how should people know when they should start thinking about a mortgage? Do they find the house first? Do they find the mortgage first? How does it work for a buyer?
Yeah, so basically the first step is you want to get pre-approved. You have to know.
And you can do that.
And that's what we do.
Okay.
I would tell you how much you can be approved for, what your monthly payment is, what the down payment is that you need, the cost of, the closing costs. You have to know all of that information before you, actually start looking, because you don't want to start looking at homes, fall in love with a home priced at, let's say $250,000, and then you find out you can actually only get approved for $200,000.
Yeah.
So that's the first step.
Or even pass on a house that was a little more expensive than you thought you could afford.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about market conditions now, because I think it's a very important time to count on an expert. Anytime things are a little nutty, interest rates are high, interest rates are low, they change daily.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what Ruoff Mortgage brings to the table when you're trying to help people buy a home.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 2-3 years ago, 30-year fixed interest rates, we saw them down at 3%. In a matter of a 6-month time period, they increased, and now they're hovering. The average rate is 7%, maybe slightly less. So they've more than doubled in a very quick period of time. It's one of those things. You marry the house and you date the rate. So people go through their life and their situations where they're ready to buy a house. There's no sense in waiting, because the home values are still going to continue to increase. We're not going to see what we saw back in 2011, where 20% decline in home prices and things like that. It's just not the market for that. So you basically find the house that you love. Mm-hmm. You can always refinance your mortgage, because I truly feel that within a time frame of probably less than 2 years, we're probably going to see interest rates back down into the high 4s, maybe the low 5% range.
Yeah.
So that's going to give people a great opportunity to find the home they love now, and then they can refinance their mortgage later and save money down the road.
And there's so many different types of mortgages to choose from that fit your needs, fit the home buyer's needs. I'm sure you can help people with that. What else separates Ruoff Mortgage from perhaps others that do the same thing?
Yeah, so with us, it's basically speed and efficiency. Yeah. Like I mentioned before, mortgage is all we do. We don't do checking accounts and savings accounts and investments. It's strictly mortgage. So we're very good at it, very fast and efficient. For me, it's also a lifestyle. It's not a 9-to-5 job. So I always make myself available in the evenings, on the weekends, when people themselves are more available.
Looking at homes and things
absolutely,
like that, right?
Yeah, you have to be available on a Sunday morning if they go see a house, they want to put in their offer.
Yeah.
Might have to step out of church for 5 minutes and work up the numbers for them. But yeah, you always got to be available. So, and I've been doing this for 17 years, so I've pretty much seen everything that can possibly happen. So a lot of times I have the ability of seeing issues before they actually happen, so we can, try to take care of that in the forefront.
So you seem like a nice guy, and the company seems solid, and I think people should reach out to you if they want to learn more. And how would they do that? How would they find you or Ruoff Mortgage?
Yeah, so my cell phone number is what I always give to people. It's 330-760-2254.
You give your cell phone number?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the only way you can reach me on the weekends and in the evenings. So text, call, that's probably the easiest. And then also email, it is an option as well.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, and I appreciate your helping people in Medina County take care of their home buying. I know that's not easy.
Absolutely. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you for being on the show. That's Josh Pick.
I appreciate it.
Ruoff Mortgage. I'm Brian Lefelak with Brian Media Strategies. This is Buzz on Business. We'll see you back here in a second.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.